ser, estar, tener. All the ways to say I am in Spanish. Hello, Spanish learners. Welcome to another episode of Spanish Academy TV. Today, we're going to talk about the differences between three verbs in Spanish that, in their own way, express the same idea as the verb to be does in English. Let's start this lesson by doing something we don't usually do here at Spanish Academy TV, thinking in English. This will help us to understand the subtle differences between ser, estar, and tener. For example, if in English you say, I'm American, I'm tired, or I'm hungry, you use the same verb, to be. However, to express the same ideas in Spanish, we say, soy americana, estoy cansada, y tengo hambre. See? 3 verbs against 1. That's why you need to watch this video. The 2 most problematic verbs here are ser and estar. So we are going to leave tener for later, as dealing with it is a little bit easier. Both verbs, ser and estar, express something similar, the characteristics of a person or thing. However, they convey distinct ideas. Since in English you only use one word to refer to both concepts, you will have to create a new approach in your mind to learn how it works. Let's analyze the meaning of each verb, and then we'll put them back together to better understand how to differentiate them. Fun fact, to be or not to be. The famous question posed by Hamlet gets translated as ser o no ser. Now, going back to ser, this is a verb that expresses the attributes of a person or thing. When you use ser, you're talking about characteristics that are a part of the essence of a person or thing. Something unchangeable, a permanent state. Think about it this way. When you talk about what someone or something is, you use ser. Remember this part. We're gonna need it later. Now, since ser helps us express the characteristics of a person or thing, what comes after the verb is an adjective. The structure for these sentences is ser plus adjective. Let's see how it works. El gato es lindo. The cat is cute. And la casa es grande. The house is big. In each one of these 2 examples, we have an article, a subject, the verb ser, and an adjective. Depending on the sentence, you may not always need an article, but the rest should always be the same. Now let's see the example from the beginning of this video. Soy americana. I am American. Hey, where did half the words go? The important part that is missing is the subject, but that's just an illusion. The subject is there, but it's implicit in the conjugation of the verb. In Spanish, because verbs change with every person conjugation, you can simply get rid of the subject. Let's see all the simple present tense conjugations of ser. Yo soy, I am. Tú eres, you are. Él, ella, es. He, she, is. Nosotros somos, we are. Ustedes son, you are. Ellos, ellas son, they are. As you can see, soy only applies to first person yo, so there's no risk of confusion if you get rid of the subject yo. By saying soy, everyone understands the subject is yo. That means that saying yo soy americana is exactly the same as saying soy americana. Well, that's enough talk about the structure of ser. Let's focus on its meaning by analyzing the last example. Being Americana is a permanent state, unchangeable, part of the subject's essence. It's what that person is, remember? Now think of other examples of adjectives that describe a permanent state of someone. Soy doctor. I'm a doctor. Soy alta. I'm tall. Soy hombre. I'm a man. Then let's see what's up with the Spanish verb estar. Think of estar as a status or condition. Estar expresses how a person or thing exists, finds itself in a place or situation, how it feels, or how it remains with stability in a place, situation, or condition. Estar can help you express how you're feeling, where you are, or what you are currently doing. It expresses a temporary state. It may help you to think of it this way. Estar expresses how someone or something is at a specific moment. The structure for estar is not as straightforward as with ser. In this case, different formulas apply. Estar plus adjective. Estoy cansada. I'm tired. And estoy distraída. I'm distracted. In both examples, you can see that the adjective expresses a temporary state and describes how this person is at a particular point in time. Estar plus adverb. Estoy bien. I'm doing well. And estoy aquí. I'm here. Notice how in both cases we are expressing temporary states that may change in the future. For instance, I could not be doing as well by tomorrow, or maybe in a few minutes I'll be there instead of here. The first example also expresses how the subject is at a determined moment. But in the second case, you can see that it's not expressing how, but where the subject is. It is important because estar is more dynamic than ser. It allows for more ideas to be expressed using this verb, and it has its logic. What a person is usually doesn't change with time. However, how or where a person is does change with time. Estar and a gerund. In Spanish, the gerund, verb with ando and yendo endings, help us describe a continuous action that started taking place before we mentioned it and is still taking place as we talk about it. The equivalent of this in English is the present continuous tense that we form with the verb to be plus verb ing. I am running, she is laughing, etc. Let's see another couple of examples. Estoy leyendo. I'm reading. And estoy trabajando. I'm working. First, you can see that these are temporary states too. But what else do these examples tell us? Well, you can see that they express what a person is doing in a specific moment. Now you can see that estar opens more possibilities than ser. Let's count them. Ser, what? Estar, how, where, what is doing. I think that for now, we have ser and estar covered. Let's see the verb that we've been missing now. Tener means to have, to own, or to possess. This verb may be a little easier to understand because it is a verb that exists in English. We can use tener to express something that we physically possess or that we feel in a certain point of time. That is a feeling or a need we have. As in English, you would express those feelings or needs using the multi-purpose verb to be. Tener plus a noun. Tengo hambre. I have hunger. Actual translation, I'm hungry. Tengo miedo. Literally, I have fear. Actual translation, I'm scared. Notice how in these cases, tener is translated as to be. Yes, we could also say, tengo un libro. I have a book. But there is no confusion here. In this case, tener translates as to have. The reason we are even talking about tener is because of those cases when tener is used to express feelings or needs. Tener is an irregular verb. You need to keep that in mind when building sentences with it. Let's see now some of the most common mistakes using these verbs so you can avoid them. When you want to express the way you feel, remember these. Tengo calor. While in English you say, I'm hot. In Spanish, you say, I have heat. I experienced heat. Saying estoy caliente or soy caliente means that you're aroused by something. So you really want to avoid making this common mistake and having people look at you funny. Tengo frío. In Spanish, we say that we have cold. We experience cold. To properly say that you're cold, you need to say tengo frío. To say estoy frío or soy frío means that you're a cold person or a person who doesn't show their feelings. Estoy mal. Since we're using the verb estar, we're referring to a condition that is not a part of the character of a person. In this case, estoy mal means that you feel physically sick or that you're upset about something. If we say estoy mala, we're saying that we're a bad person, not that we're feeling unwell. Another thing to keep in mind here is that if you want to say that if you're bad at something, like I am at playing soccer, you say soy mala para el fútbol. Estoy bien and estoy buena work the same way as estoy mal and soy mala. Let's see. Estoy bien. We're using estar so we can refer to a condition that we're currently at. When you say estoy bien, it can either be that you're physically or psychologically fine. Soy buena. Since we're using ser, we're talking about a part of our character. We're saying that we're a good person. Like with soy mala, if we want to say that we're good at something being the key word here, we say soy buena para jugar ajedrez. I'm good at playing chess. This means that being good at playing chess is a part of our skills. I know this is a lot to take in, and the best way to learn the differences among ser, estar, and tener is by practicing and practicing. Let us know in the comments what other topics you'd like us to cover here at Spanish Academy TV. Hasta la próxima! I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like and be sure to subscribe to our channel for all Spanish learning updates. Hasta pronto!